I am waiting for the time when we can together create a world where we talk about loneliness in the same normal way as we talk about being hungry. Most of us are pretty comfortable about sharing ideas about how we manage hunger. For instance, if I told you I keep a jar of nuts in my desk to stave off hunger during a busy workday, chances are you would just nod in agreement. Or maybe you'd share your own tip. Oh, I have granola bars, you'd say. Or I swear by protein shakes. You just talk about what you do to manage the same situation. You share ideas. You explore together. You just understand each other. You nod and smile. Now, imagine if we treated hunger like we do loneliness. What if I admitted to feeling hungry and you responded with silence or discomfort as if I just shared something deeply shameful? Or worse yet, what if you assumed my hunger meant that there was something wrong with me? Like I was failing at being human because I needed food. This is exactly how many of us experience loneliness. Unlike hunger, thirst, or even the need to go to the biffy, which are normal human urges we openly acknowledge, loneliness feels like cloaked in shame. It's as if we're admitting when we're lonely that somehow we're confessing to personal failure rather than just recognizing it as a natural, universal experience. And I get that it sort of makes sense because shame can so often hijack the conversation about loneliness. Shame convinces us that loneliness isn't just something we feel, it's actually something we are. Lonely people get labeled as needy, clingy, unworthy, and that the anticipated fear of judgment, it keeps us silent. But think about it. We don't judge someone for being hungry. We don't shame someone for needing water. These are just signs that our bodies are communicating a need. And loneliness is no different. It's just our heart and mind telling us that we need connection. Imagine if we treated loneliness like hunger. What if we could just casually share ways to address it? Where people might say, oh, I joined a book club because that was one way I met new people. Somebody else said, I started having coffee dates once a week with an old friend. And somebody else would go a little deeper and say, I took the plunge and I got real with my hockey buddies about my marriage. And it felt hard, but it actually felt really important. What if talking about loneliness started to feel just as normal as sharing tips for meal prep? I dream of a world where loneliness isn't something we hide, but something we address together. A world where admitting you're lonely, it sparks compassion and understanding, sharing of ideas, commiseration, not judgment. What if we all felt safe enough to talk about our need for connection and we inspired to help each other to meet it? Because really, isn't the antidote to loneliness not silence nor shame, but shared understanding? Let's, you and me, start talking. Because no one should feel alone in their loneliness. Thanks. This is Carolyn Clausen from thelonelinesscourse.com. Would you like and share this video? Would you comment on it? We'd love to hear from you.